But I'd like to welcome now May Boeve, who is the executive director of the organization 350.org. May, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. A month early, even because your name is May.
I know.
You get that all the time. What is the purpose of 350.org, and what issues are you addressing?
So there's two ways to answer this question. The first is to explain what 350 means, which is 350 stands for the safe level of carbon in the atmosphere, and we're at 400 right now. So what that means is we've gone too far. We've already caused this problem. And if you remember one factoid from tonight, it's that we need to leave the rest of the carbon underground. Coal, oil, gas. We can't burn it. It's time to stop. The second way to answer the question is that 350 started in 2008 as a collaborative arts project with thousands of people all over the world creating beautiful imagery about what climate change means to them. So we had scuba divers off the Great Barrier Reef holding up a 350 sign, and we had people skiing down glaciers with 350s and trying to evoke with images, what do we stand to lose if climate change continues unabated? So this event tonight about the meeting of arts and activism is so important, and I feel honored and very excited to be part of this and this whole concert series on the road to Paris.
And can you give us, I don't know, I don't want to just say, tell me about climate change, but tell me about climate change.
Sure. Well, I think one important thing to know is how quickly the climate is changing. And you all are here, you live in New York City, and this is a WNYC event. I don't know about you, but I was glued to WNYC the night of Hurricane Sandy, and these stories of people calling in and describing what was happening right with their roofs blowing off their houses. These stories are everywhere. Every country on the planet is experiencing an impact of climate change right now. So that is something to know about climate change. It's here, it's affecting so many people. The other thing to know is that we have a choice to make to be hopeful about it. And it really is a choice. The facts are scary. I'm scared by the facts, but there's a movement that's come together to solve this problem that is truly a source of hope. Becky spoke about the People's Climate March. That was one of the most hopeful days I can remember, and I'm curious how many people here were part of that. Yeah, lots of people were there. It was a beautiful, hopeful day, and what people may not know about what made it so hopeful were the artists. And in fact, the morning of the march, even before the police came to set up the barricades for the march, there were artists there. 75 artists were the first people on the scene, and they brought 7 trucks full of puppets and banners and sculptures, and that helped create this beautiful imagery for this day. It was a joyful celebration of human creativity standing up against this very big challenge. So the challenge is real. We're looking at it in the face. All New Yorkers have experienced the challenge. Many New Yorkers have experienced the hope and the solution. And this whole year on the road to Paris, we're going to see many more demonstrations, many more reasons for hope. We're also going to see some more impacts. And so it's always that battle of the two conflicting ideas in this climate challenge.
What got you personally involved?
I was an activist looking for a movement.
Really?
Yeah.
Give me something to fight for.
Yeah. I was a student in college, and when the Iraq War started, there was very little activism. And I thought I was in the wrong place. And I thought, isn't college about activism? What am I doing here? I better find another college. But in fact, it was climate change that invigorated a movement on my campus and campuses all over the country. And it's because climate change unites every issue you can think of: global poverty, global health, injustices of many shapes and sizes. Climate change affects people differently based on who they are. And the solutions to climate change can benefit so many people. So I was immediately drawn to this movement and the potential to bring all of these people together. That's what the People's Climate March demonstrated. So I wanted to be part of this, and the happy news is that the movement has only grown bigger, bolder, stronger since that time.
All right. May Boeve, Executive Director of 350.org. Thank you very much.